You remember the singer Cat Stevens? I think his name now is Yusuf Islam. Remember how he said that when the fatwa was started against that writer, Salman Rushdie. Well, Cat Stevens supposedly, Yusuf Islam, supposedly said that he supports the fatwa against Salman Rushdie. And he got a lot of backlash from that. A lot of backlash. And you know what? He never said that. Later on, they recanted that he had actually said that. And did people realize they had wronged him? No. There's a lot of people that didn't pull back, that didn't apologize, and life goes on. Now, why am I saying this? Because there are so many lies right there out in the media. Not just by everyday ordinary people, but like Qanon, which I call QAnon sense, who've politicized so many things. And I thought I would talk about that. I'm right by the Portage Inlet, and I'm enjoying it. It's a beautiful day. So. Tom Hanks is not a pedophile. Never was one. Democrats do not want little children getting transgender operations. They've never said that. They've never wanted it, and they're not pushing it. The only thing they're pushing is kindness and the possibility of operations for people generally 18 and over. I think there's very few earlier than 18. There's a few that are 16. But no one does operations on little children, changing their genitals or wrecking their genitals. That's just not done. There's a lot of things a person has to do before they get an operation. A lot of psychological study, and they have to live their life as the gender they believe they are. And you know, some people are just born with all the mentality that says they're one sex, and then what happens is their body goes in the opposite direction. Now, we're still just scraping the littlest bit of the surface of how this happens. There could be all kinds of things genetically, chromosome, everything. Anything could be the reason for this. But what we're saying is when we see young people who want to kill themselves because they feel they're not the gender they were physically born as, when we have people that are totally confused, it doesn't make sense. They believe they're the opposite gender and have the hardest time at it. And parents are all stressed. They don't want to lose their child. And the one thing that helps their child to feel better about themselves is to be able to transgender. Now by that, with little children, I mean say that they are who they are, wear the clothes that they feel they should be wearing, and live their life as that gender. Nobody's talking about operations for little children. Puberty blockers, which are given around the age that puberty sets in, those are just to take away the very stressful puberty things that happen to children who don't believe they're that gender. Can you imagine believing you're a boy and all of a sudden at puberty you have big breasts that grow and so on and have a period? Puberty blockers hold this off. They do not ruin their bodies. As soon as they stop the medication, the hormones, their body reverts to the way it was before, and it is not any kind of castration. So what Democrats, liberals, left-leaning people usually are wanting is for us to help people who are suffering. It's not to change the whole world. It's not to pervert the whole world. It's to help people who are generally suffering. All the pronouns, that's a different thing. I mean, that's a whole different thing. Do I personally believe in she, he, them? I'm not sure if I can get on the them boat. I don't even know how that works. I say, if you don't feel like you're a girl, if you don't feel like you're a boy, does it matter that you call yourself them? Why don't you just call yourself by your name? I don't know. Sounds like there's something going on behind me. Some kind of kayak or canoe races. I don't know. I hear it. Anyway, that's another thing. And we carry on with our walk. Kids are singing, chanting. Anyway, what's the other thing? The mask mandates. Those are to keep us safe. Wearing a mask is not to protect you from someone else, although it does protect a little. It's mostly to protect others from your germs. There are diseases going around, and like once somebody said, would you rather have someone who's going to pee on you have a piece of cloth in between you and them, or just take the cloth away? We get the germs, we get the infections, they get ours. So there's nothing trying to control us, trying to conspire to make us obey about masks. They're simply to be safe. You go to Asia and you see people who are taught that you do not share your germs. If they have the littlest bit of a cold, they will wear a mask. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't understand people having a problem with this. the gun debate in the States. I live in Canada. Democrats do not want to take your guns. They want to cut down on the number. They want to make the rules stronger, and they want it to be safe. If you do call yourself a pro-life person, you will understand that guns kill children at a high rate, especially in the United States. We don't need that. We have guns in Canada. We don't have anywhere near the amount, even for the amount of people we have. And the reason we don't is because we don't have this mentality that someone's always out to get us. We work together as a country, you know? I'll never understand the gun thing. That's just one thing I don't understand. People hunting, using guns for hunting, I can understand that. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat. But I can understand people needing a gun to hunt. I can understand people in, say, in the polar areas where there's very little in the way of growing vegetables and the cost of groceries are incredibly high, that they have to hunt to survive. I understand that. But apart from that, we don't need a lot of guns. Okay, look at these girls. They're singing Party in the USA in Canada. Okay. Canada! Anyway. Okay. They're having fun. I remember when I was a teenager. Seems forever. But anyway, what else are we going to talk about, people? Yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to have to stop this.
2 hours later.
Well, apparently my camera did not record the last bit I did when I was on the beach near the gorge. But what I was trying to say was that the other thing I wanted to say was that no, Trump was not put in place by God to lead people into good things. He wasn't wholly appointed. I don't even understand how people could believe that, but I mean, no. No, I think some people have really been fooled, and yeah, I think it's sad, and I kind of wish they would wake up, but what is, and apart from that, I have no other things I want to talk about as far as conspiracy theories and things that are just out and out lies out there. Yeah, I think I'm done. So with that, I want to wish you all a great day, a great week, a great March. I may do another one soon. I'm not always sure if I'll have something to say or not. But until then, I will see you next time.